Hello everyone, this is SquarePantis and welcome back to some SpongeBob's and SquarePantis. We're going to be doing the
found the Atlantean treasure room, and the Lord Royal Highness has
Let me
told
tell
him
you
he
for the
can
last
take as
7.
much as he likes. Naturally, Mr. Krabs doesn't want to insult the Atlanteans by refusing their generosity, so he's decided to take some treasure home. While Mr. Krabs is busy swimming around in all the treasure, Sandy is going... Hi folks, SpongeBob here with another Spongeadelic commentary. Spongeadelic, is that even a real word? Maybe it's one of those fake words that Mr. Krabs tells me not to use. You know, sauropodomorpha, or taxes. Anyway, you'll notice that this whole section is about my good friend Sandy Cheeks. Patrick was going to be involved in this part too, but he said he thought Texas was a stupid name for an island anyway, and Sandy hit him with special karate move, the atomic noodle squeaker. He couldn't sit down or whistle for a week. That Sandy's a pretty good shot with his bubble collector. I guess that comes from growing up in the wide open spaces of Texas. Must be an amazing place to see, filled with strange, wondrous, incredible things. I'd love to visit an alien planet like Texas someday. Mr. Krabs is really enjoying himself here. In fact, he spent so long diving and swimming around in the treasure that every day after we finished work, he had to be dragged, kicking and screaming out of the treasure room. Wow, that is real dedication right there. Willing to give up his free time just to get the scene absolutely perfect. What a thespian.
Oh, that's fun. I'm just gonna...
I remember one time, Mr. Krabs found a solid gold statue in the shape of a solid gold statue. Oh, we carried it around with him all day. Apparently there was a bit of a problem when the prop guys tried to take it back at the end of the day. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but let's just say Mr. Krabs had to go take a time out in his trailer. Some of the treasures we saw in Atlantis were really amazing. They had a diamond made of rubber and a bar of gold made from wood. The oldest living bubble was the greatest, most ancient and valuable treasure, but that's too obvious. But we've contractually agreed not to talk about that, so let's move on.
Objected to this indignity.
Okay, so a few more things. Yes, we'll have... Wait, Sandy's face.
Level much, and I apologize to all the sponge heads out there, but did you see my little cameo? Right there. I'm not one to brag, but I think that was the performance of a lifetime. I nailed the pathos, the emotion that the scene required. Maybe I should be an actor. I can just see myself on TV, maybe even my own show. Nah, who'd watch a TV show called SpongeBob's SquarePantis?
Self-defeating offensive humor.
You know, I once used my stand-up comedy to tell jokes about how dumb squirrels are. But really, they're amazingly smart creatures. For instance, did you know that it was a gray squirrel who invented gravity and a brown squirrel who invented cottage cheese? Well, that's what Sandy told me anyway.
This place needs some country and western music to
Yeah, Henry.
Folks, I better head out. It's time for Gary's walk, and he really gets cranky if I miss it. Takes me a week to get the slime off the sofa. See ya!
Yeah, the slime gone, slime gone. I don't know. Oh, but I could. Put it the poser.
Isn't Squidward a nice guy?
Squidward's
Now that we found the Atlantean Hall of Art, he's given the artists the honor of painting
I
the
have been burned up on my screen.
Artists of the world, prepare to paint.
Hiya! Time for more.
Okay, so what's Sponge gonna say about this?
Superb!
Just need to let loose.
Oh, this was a dream come true for Squidward. A chance to pose without anyone throwing anything at him.
SpongeBob isn't here to annoy me.
Okay. Yes, go ahead, shoot posing. Okay, anything worth you can say?
William should see me now.
Nothing will hash this doors, it's just the right button, so SpongeBob, you can say anything you want about this one.
So much for it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so yeah, side buttons and then...
Squidward, I said this, but sometimes he takes himself too seriously. So I try to loosen up and have a little fun by blowing bubbles in his eyes or screaming in his ear. Sometimes both at the same time.
SpongeBob is annoying.
Unprecedented.
I mean, honestly, not really sure what to say.
Squidward taught me all about art. When I first started out, the only thing I could draw was a perfect circle and a few detailed portraits and finely worked sculptures. But in the end, I had mastered the squiggly line, the scribble, the pile of ruined marble.
Art delicious. Such stars.
Okay, well, that episode.
I told Squidward I'd paint his portrait for him, but he said he'd rather eat a kelp sandwich with hydrothermal vent hot sauce. So I made him that sandwich and brought it over the next day. And after he ate it, he didn't seem that happy. He said it made his head hurt, and then he had his head in a bucket of ice for a couple of hours. So I did a painting of that. I told Squidward the other day, Squidward, everything I know about painting I learned from you. And Squidward said, of course, I'm the only one with any talent in this cultural wasteland. And I said, sure, whatever that means. And he grumbled something, and he walked away. He's very deep, and a great guy.
She's good at bananas.
Squidward says that posing is also a form of art. I told him that he was the greatest poser in the whole world. I said, I'm not a poser, Patrick's not a poser, Mr. Krabs not a poser, Sandy's not a poser. I said, you, Squidward, are the busiest poser in the posing world. And when we finish this scene, I'm going to organize the biggest poser party ever for you. I was going to set up a huge stage and a huge ring, and people could watch him pose all day and all night. And then he said that posing wasn't really a form of art. He was just being sarcastic. And I told him, Squidward, you're the greatest sarcastic guy in the world. I'm going to organize a huge sarcasm festival in your honor. And Mr. Krabs surprised me when he said that he thinks art is very, very important. I said, Mr. Krabs, do you mean to say that you think it's a way for us all to express our deepest, most squishy feelings and tell the world, hey, look, this is how I really deeply feel?
It's
Look into
not
the heart
perfect.
of my world. Share it with me. See the joy and the pain, friendship and the foes and the trials and the tribulations. Is that what you mean, Mr. Krabs? And he said, no, SpongeBob. Art can be sold for a lot of money.
Yeah, it's like it's gonna be the odd from. You say it's good as well. Odd for. Not say it's good as odd for just. Odd for.
I am indeed
Ego.
a genius.
Yeah, I don't even look like cheated. Just who gives a shit about me cheating? What time is it? 8 minutes. Patrick. First commentary.
Now it's Patrick's turn to get behind the camera. We need some souvenir photographs of our time in Atlantis to show the people back home. Look for the glowing objects and be sure to photograph them. It's always worth taking a picture of anything else that looks
Careful the faces.
Welcome to my commentary.
I could be. That insulate is all stringy. I was born to photograph.
So this was Patrick's big chance to shine like Squidward's big bald head. And he sure did shine. But that was mainly because he swallowed the camera and the flash kept going off.
another guy.
Please refrain from taunting the knowledge machine.
Okay, so it's...
Everything here is fantastic! This is the most bubbly museum I've ever seen!
Hey, Siren Karaoke!
Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so... that guy.
Buy robot fridge magnets in the gift shop.
Patrick's first question when we rehearsed this scene was, what's my motivation? So we asked everyone. Sandy said his motivation was to do it just because it was there. Squidward said, motivation? What the heck is that? And Mr. Krabs, well, you guessed it, he said money. In the end, I said to Patrick, your motivation has to be whatever motivates you the most. And Patrick said, all right, I'll do it for Krabby Patties, gum, and ice cream.
Here's a book.
Ocean. Stupid. Yeah! Great photo. Hot and clams, I'm good. Well, shake my tambourine, will you look at that?
Great photograph, Patrick.
I'll have...
Is let's just it's all about waiting. Happen.
Look at that!
This was Patrick's first time using a camera. He had to take a photography class first. The teacher said Patrick has a real eye for photography, as long as he's taking pictures of food. He gave me his final project, a great picture of a box of Kelpo cereal, framed and everything. Beautiful.
Forsooth, would appear I am utterly... I'm totaled! I'm totaled! I'm totaled!
This is the most famous museum in Atlantis.
Where's that weird fish thing?
This corridor is constipated. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Whose turn is it to make the coffee? I don't want for that.
Hear me, little pink star. I will question. You must answer by tossing a patty at one of the three choices. If a tree bears fruit in winter, then who comes from Texas?
Sandy.
Correct.
Okay, it's gotta wait a second.
Please stop at our gift shop and buy our tacky replicas.
Yeah!
Got any good photos yet?
No more patties! Well, grip my ossicles. I'm out of patties. I'm out of patty ammo.
Do not overanalyze the art.
Ding over.
This section features the knowledge machine, also known as the brain of Atlantis, or the mega mind of Poseidon. It's a real machine with a real brain inside, grown from real DNA, taken from the real brain of Poseidon. In between takes, we'd all ask it questions. I wanted to know how Gary was. Sandy wanted to know how all the folks back in Texas were. Squidward wanted to know if I was ever gonna be hit by a truck.
Okay. But we.
Move along! Oh, there's nothing to see here.
Hear me, little pink star. I will question. You must answer by tossing a patty at one of the three choices. If you take a tank, replace it with a plank, and add a ton, what do you get?
Plankton.
Affirmative.
Oh, got a picture of that.
Photograph.
A visit to our museum is a journey inside mystery.
Excuse me.
Got any good photos yet?
Please enjoy your visit. The museum is open. Be sure to visit the world's oldest living bubble.
I'm out of patty ammo. Great
What's that one?
photo. Clean up.
Listen to the question and throw a patty at the correct answer. If it takes 3 fish 9 days to dig a hole, then who was it?
Crabs.
Correct.
Take that.
Mr. Krabs had a few questions for the brain machine too, including how much money do I have in my pockets? When the machine told him, he started hammering on the glass saying, "How do you know that? You've seen it! You've got my money! You've got my money! Stay out of my pants!" We managed to get his claws off the pen before he could do any real damage. Ooh, it was ugly.
No more patties.
Do not play with the Tridents.
These Atlanteans sure are weird. In a good way.
What's the difference between a tourist and an invasion force?
An invasion force is more honest.
Well, I
Only if you start flossing.
Better get some more patties.
And
Nice.
Wow, you've got some knowledgeable photographs there.
another area. Give me more love. No.
I am the world's greatest photographer. Papa Clams, I'm good. Great photo. I don't want to boast, but that is pretty darn fabulous. Oh, great photo time. I could be some kind of a famous photographer.
These Atlanteans sure are weird. In a good way.
Are these life size? I must be huge. Patrick Star. Photographer. Got it right. Yeah.
Please enjoy your visit.
Poppin' clams, I'm
I
good.
got another picture.
Well, crimp my ossicles. I'm out.
Please, do not interfere
Crimp
with the
your
punch
ossicles.
brain in the jar.
I was born to photograph. I could be some kind of a famous photographer. Fish.
Patrick said his favorite part of this was the space section. He's always wanted to be an astronaut. He says he spent so much time in his own world, he wanted to explore some other ones. He actually took the astronaut test. He'd be the first star in space. Well, not exactly the first star, but anyway, he said he failed the physical exam.
Yeah,
Poor
that's the-
Patrick. He's even too heavy when he's weightless.
Use robots as skateboards.
I know about skateboards.
Nice. I'm a natural at this. Can I get a ticket to the moon?
Let's see.
The museum is open. Be sure to visit the world's oldest living bubble.
Uh-oh, out of patties. I feel so alive.
Great space age photography there, Patrick.
The first Right, first move out of this graphic section of the photographing. Of course, I'm not going to do it again. Exactly, that's going to be. Gotcha.
Bubble room, here I come.
Some of the bubbles in this museum were the originals, brought back from the deepest, darkest caves by the great explorer, Christopher Columbus. Patrick said his favorite was the cheesy bubble. He said the aroma reminded him of his sock drawer.
Please admire the exhibits.
Hey, I don't want to wait here all day, you know. I could be some kind of a famous photographer. Fish.
We hope you are enjoying
How
your
do
stay.
that?
This corridor is constipated.
How do this again?
A titanium bubble lined with a tungsten, strontium, and thallium shell, if I'm not mistaken.
Singles night at the museum starts next Tuesday.
Move along!
Really?
Nothing to see here. I've seen better.
Personally, my favorite bubble was the invisible bubble. You don't see one of those every
Good.
day.
Can't wait to photograph.
And that's all the blah, 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 blah I got time for now. Bye!
Facsimiles of all exhibits are available at outrageous prices in the gift shop.
Well, that was good.
We hope you are enjoying your stay. Sign up for Museum Now and free replica of the oldest living bubble.
Forsooth, it would appear I'm utterly spent in ye
Way to go!
And take the last ball. F. Got to come to me.
We destroyed your most prized possession.
Okay, secrets. This.
Numbskulls. Everyone knows that wasn't the real bubble. It's just a prop for stupid tourists. This is the real deal.
Okay, yeah.
Summon the Atlantean Royal Guard.
Picture. Ah, fuckity fuckity duckity. Let's go that one more time on the puzzle level. Nice unit.